And watching the Queensland election result from afar doesn't make it any easier for Julia Gillard. The Prime Minister is talking nuclear disarmament with world leaders in Korea. But Labor's electoral wipeout in Queensland presents a different kind of danger. And Miss Gillard admits the size of the defeat has taken her by surprise. Here's Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin.
Time for some soul searching.
Thank you very much.
The Prime Minister's only 50 kilometres from the demilitarised zone. She's well aware of the threat posed by Australia's unpredictable north.
Obviously, to see an election loss like that for Labor is a deep, deep disappointment to me.
Labor didn't think it could win the Queensland election, but nor did it expect to be reduced to a rump of just 7 MPs.
Yes, you know, the dimensions of this defeat took me by a bit of surprise on Saturday night.
If the Queensland carnage was repeated federally, Labor would lose every lower house seat in the state, wiping out senior ministers.
People will seek to draw parallels, but the fact is that when the tide in Queensland goes out, it goes out a long way.
It certainly swamped Labor. The government insists the result reflects local issues, but insiders still consider it a wake-up call.
We will increase our campaigning effort in Queensland now that we've got some of the most important policies through the Parliament.
Some Labor MPs think there are dire federal implications because the cost of living and trust figured in Queensland's exit polls. One backbencher told me Labor's facing a flogging. In his words, the voters aren't just waiting for Julia Gillard with baseball bats, they've got chainsaws.
It's pretty obvious that the Queensland election was a verdict on governments which don't tell the truth.
Labor strategists want trust to be a federal issue.
I'm happy now and in the 2013 election to say, who do you trust to manage the economy in the interests of working people?
If the Prime Minister's got wax in her ears, well, she'll pay the consequences.
And there'll be more analysis of the election in a special edition of 7:30 Queensland right after the news. Well,